With a new superhero movie out this week, I've decided to compile a list on what I consider to be the best superhero performances. Keep in mind, I'm mainly sticking to live action performances here. Nothing against voice acting, I just feel that's best left in a separate list. To start us off, honorable mentions: Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. Ryan came very close to being on the actual list. After all, the love and devotion we saw from him during the production and release of Deadpool was admirable. But his first outing as the character was horrible. So sadly, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut him. Michael Keaton, Batman. As far as I'm concerned, Keaton is still the best Batman we've seen on screen since the 80s. When you see him, you know he's Batman. The only thing keeping him from this list is that with so many Batmen, it became hard to justify my stance on Keaton as the defining Batman. Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow. Everyone's been begging for her movie. I'm not quite on that train, but you know she must be good for that demand to even exist. I cut her largely because she did take a few movies to get that good in the role, but better late than never. Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. As far as I'm concerned, no one else has played Wonder Woman as good as Linda did. No one. She was close, but I just felt there wasn't enough justification to put her in. From my end, at least. Sure, I love her work as the character, but she's sadly not among the actors that come right away when I think of the best. Lame reason is lame, I'll admit. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. Tobey was and remains to be the perfect Peter Parker. I'd even say he's great in the role of Spider-Man. Yes, he's not throwing a lot of quips, but every time I saw him on screen, I believed I was seeing Spider-Man. But I understand why others demand him to quip, so that's why he didn't make the cut. George Clooney, Batman. I just put him in to get you mad. Anyway, here's my list. Number 5, Chris Evans, Captain America. A lot of people used to consider Cap to be the most boring of the Avengers on screen, which is a big reason why he gets the lowest spot here. Personally, Chris Evans remains to be my favorite of the Avengers cast, but I can't really justify putting him higher solely based on how much I like him. Audience feedback matters here. To many, he didn't get great until his second solo outing with the Winter Soldier. Chris perfectly captures the good, selfless nature of Cap, while adding to his humanity by showing how emotional and selfish he can get, specifically in regards to people from his earlier days like Bucky. Of course, what really makes Evans feel so right in this role is seeing him actually being as kind and heroic as the character he plays. It's almost like he truly is Captain America. Number 4, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people here, but Hugh Jackman's Wolverine has never been in a great X-Men movie, outside of Logan. So why is he here? Because there's no denying that Jackman is perfect in the role, giving us exactly what we'd expect from the character. Which I imagine is a major reason why people love these movies, despite not being very good once all is said and done. I have a hard time picturing anyone else living up to his standard, which makes me all the more disappointed that he never got to play the role with a costume resembling his comic look. But for what it's worth, you know it's a damn good performance when the actor can rank among the best, despite his movies not being among the best. Number 3, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. There's just no denying. Iron Man has become the most beloved Marvel hero in recent memory. Robert Downey Jr. is perhaps the main reason why. While his solo sequels received mixed responses, Downey Jr. is often listed as the main reason to watch those movies, which to me says a lot about how good he is. Sure, as mentioned before, Evans is my favorite of the Avengers, but taking from an audience experience, Downey Jr. is the main reason why so many even watch these movies to begin with. There's just no denying that his personality in the films have helped shape how most of the leading Marvel men are written. To an extent, anyways. Number 2, Adam West, Batman. Like it or not, Adam West is the defining live action Batman. Is West silly? Sure. But for a large chunk of Batman's history, so was he. so this representation of the character feels accurate. Maybe not of the modern day interpretation, but definitely of the classic interpretation. Part of West's appeal, at least for me, was that he always played it straight. He didn't wink at the audience while he ran around with a bump or fought with an acting villain. West was Batman, camp and all. The love and dedication was always there. How beloved is West? Well, can you tell me any other actor who is so beloved that Warner Bros. Went all in on reviving their interpretation for a comic and animated film? Number 1, Christopher Reeve's Superman. Let's be real here. If Reeve were still alive, Warner Bros. Would definitely be begging him to play Superman for an animated feature. Whether he likes Superman or not, everyone knows this version. To pretty much everyone, this is Superman. The first feature after Reeve's last outing basically tried being a continuation of the Richard Donner Superman films, and I guarantee you, the main reason why Superman Returns is even decent is because it tried to be like those movies. Sure, the second half of the Christopher Reeve films aren't good, but if there's any redeeming factor, it's that he's still in those. Reeve was perfect as both Clark and Superman. As Clark, he was clumsy, shy, and almost naive. While as Superman, he was brave, strong, completely transformed, and different from his civilian persona. That balance is something we rarely ever see with many actors. In fact, with most actors, if they're praised in both hero and civilian modes, it's because there's hardly a difference in either persona. Reeve was Clark. He was Superman. To this day, no one can say otherwise. So do you agree? Disagree? Comment below, I'd love to hear your feedback. If you like this video, please support me by subscribing to this channel and supporting my Patreon. Thanks for watching.